everyone, my name is Miranda and today I am here to review the new movie Goosebumps, which, I'm gonna be honest, I've never actually read any of the Goosebumps books because they scared me. So I never attempted to even try and read them in elementary school. But the movie, if you haven't heard, is really cool because it's taking the stories and it's making them part of the movie. R.L. Stine is a real person and he keeps his manuscripts locked away in books because if they get out then they turn into real people. The movie is about what happens when they get released all in one night and wreak havoc on this one town and how R.L. Stine and his daughter and their next door neighbor try and save the town. First off, if you haven't seen the movie, all you need to know is I was super impressed by it. Like, I went in because I wanted to see it, obviously, so I thought that some part of it would be good, but at the same time, I thought it would have, like, the production value of kind of like Percy Jackson or something like that, where it looked good in the trailer, but then when you get to the actual movie, it's just kind of campy, and it's overacting and cheesy and stuff like that, but I was so pleasantly surprised to find out that that wasn't true at all. The story was so entertaining, characters were very entertaining and funny, and I mean, I know this movie isn't going to be winning any Academy Awards. At the same time, I feel like this is what a children's movie should do. It should be entertaining. It shouldn't dumb things down for kids. And this movie, even though it was kids, it was still pretty scary. Like, I was still scared. I went with my grandma and she had moments where she's like, I'm closing my eyes, tell me when this scene is over. I think it worked very well. I honestly think it's not only a great book to movie adaptation, but I feel like it's just a great children's movie in general, and it's really hard to find great children's movies that are live action. Cartoons, it's like a dime a dozen, but action, it's very hard to find ones that are as interesting and as good and as well respected as this, because that was the thing. I love that they didn't dumb it down for kids. Like I said, like, I felt like they weren't like, okay, let's make stupid fart jokes because this is a kids movie and kids love farts. Like, no, they treated it scary and they treated it so their jokes were funny and relatable, and I really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend you go see it because it is amazing. Like, I'm definitely buying it when it comes out on DVD. I'm definitely gonna watch it so many times. It was really good. However, if you have not seen it, I don't want to spoil anything that happens, but there is a big twist that I did not see coming at all that happens that I want to be able to discuss. So if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to be that person that you write letters about and be like, this person spoiled me, kill her. So thank you guys, that was very violent. Alright, so before we talk about the big twist, let's just get into the movie. I have to say, I really liked all the actors. I felt like they were really good choices. I mean, it's, again, none of them are going to be winning Academy Awards or anything, but I feel like they handled the material very well and they made it feel very believable and very real. Jack Black's R.L. Stine accent, I don't know if R.L. Stine really talks like that because I've never seen him in an interview, but it was kind of annoying at some points, but then I got used to it and I was just like, it is what it is. Hannah is actually the girl from The Giver, the movie for that. I feel like she had a lot better acting in this movie than she did in The Giver, but they also gave her a lot more to do. And then also the kid who plays Zach, he's amazing. I love him. Like, he is such a cutie patootie. Like, he is like my new Logan Lerman, because I haven't seen Logan Lerman in a movie in like 5 years. He is so cute, and he reminds me of Logan Lerman in that he has like that boyish charm that's just so adorable. And I think the chemistry of all of them worked very well together and really sold the story and made it believable. And I have to say, one thing that I was super impressed with was that the movie was still really surprising and still really twisty in that, like, the trailer set up what you thought was happening, but then at the same time it made it completely different. Like, based on the trailer, I thought they were gonna have to go and try and get the monsters back in each book. Like, it was gonna be like, okay, throw me Frosty the Snowman, I'll get him in this book. But Slappy ended up burning all the books, so they had to scrap that plan entirely, and I was really surprised by that, and I think that was a really cool move because it's actually really smart. Like, if you were in that situation and you were trying to keep someone from getting a book that could send you back, like, you would burn the book. So it was really interesting that they added that in that something like I didn't originally think about, but now that they did it, I'm like, yeah, that makes so much more sense than having them like try and chase down these books one by one individually. I feel like even though I saw the trailer, I was still really entertained because it was going in a direction I didn't think it was going in. That's a really amazing thing. I feel like I haven't seen a movie in a long time where the trailer hinted at what was happening, but really didn't spoil the story at all or ruin it, and still had me really entertained in the story. And then the big twist. I know apparently R.L. Stine is known for his big twist, but I haven't read any of the Goosebumps books, so I was like, oh, this is a perfectly fun movie with no twist, and then boom, it's like, I was like, oh, what? I thought this was a kid's movie because Hannah was a ghost, and I was like, Hannah Banana, why would you do this to me? I love you. I'm shipping you and Zach, like all the feels. And then she turned out to be a ghost. And I was like, literally, I was like, and all the other kids in the theater who are like 6 and 7 are just like, can you keep it together, lady? Like, okay, stop crying. And I'm just like, this is so emotional. It's just such a good twist I never saw coming. And the only thing that I didn't really understand about was she said that she knew because a girl can only have so many sweet 16s, implying that like she doesn't age. So I wonder if when R.L. Stine brought her back, if he changed it so that she does age now, or else it's just going to be depressing again because, like, Zach's going to grow old and she's going to be, like, 16 and be like, hi, sweetie. Like, it could work, but it would be really creepy. That was never really addressed, but I'm willing to ignore and just pretend that maybe he did do that. Overall, too, I felt the monsters were really scary, but also, like, really funny. Like, they weren't overly scary, so I felt like little kids weren't scared, but they still were like, oh, I can't look. Slappy was the absolute worst. I hate puppets. There's just something about puppets that is so creepy. I think it's how, like, their mouths move, but like their eyes don't, so they look like dead inside. Oh, it's so creepy. And then they had the clown, and it was all just so amazingly done and so creepy. And like I said, I had so many good twists and so many good plot points that I never ever expected to see, judging by the trailer. And I was just so impressed with this movie. Like, I would definitely have to give it 5 out of 5 stars. It was such an entertaining story. It was so action-packed with all the monsters and everything. It was just not only a great story, but a great story in that I really had no idea what direction it was going to go in. Like, when they fought the abominable snowman first to show us, like, what happens when you unlock a book instead of just, like, all these books being unlocked at the same time, and then Slappy being the one to unlock them instead of the kids accidentally being the one to unlock them all or something like that. That was really interesting, and I just loved the entire story. Everyone was so funny. The aunt, Zach was amazingly sarcastic. Hannah was so plucky and like, yeah, we can do this, and I loved her. Champ was the best. Champ and R.L. Stine's interactions were my fave. Like, let me tell you, like, when he was in the cemetery and the zombies were getting him, and he's like, go on without me, guys, it's fine. And Champ's like, okay. And he's like, I can't believe he actually left without me. Like, that's just a thing people say. They don't actually mean it. It was just so funny and so witty, and whoever wrote that script, they deserve an Oscar, I'm telling you, because this was an amazing movie and an amazing children's movie, and I really loved it, and I definitely recommend it. Like I said, 5 out of 5 stars for me, and I will definitely be going to see it again soon. So if you have seen Goosebumps, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below. If you were as impressed as I was, I know on Cinema Score or something like that, it's gotten an A, meaning people are really loving it, and I have to say it's honestly one of the best movies I've seen this year, and I just saw The Martian like last week. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more movie reactions or anything but me reviewing Goosebumps books, because that's not gonna happen. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel down below to be told when I make all sorts of new videos, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! You notice too, I tried to dress like Hannah for the video review. Look at that attention to detail that I put into these. Yeah, your Halloween costume done. I'm Hannah. Boom. Except I'm not a ghost, hopefully. Someone shine the moonlight on me. I need to check this.